want to firstly start by appreciating our Motu Koita people. Motu Koita people, we are land of diversity. We have the leader here with us, the Honourable Lawyer Boy Samuel, and we just want to acknowledge all the indigenous papas and mamas and child of Motu Koita. The reason why we acknowledge them is simple. They made available the land they sit on that God had gifted them. And in that land, we continue to live as government, the territory of Papua, and later the territory of Papua New Guinea came together on this land. The conversation on independence was mounted, and we've assembled, and 49 years on together, we are here. So we just want to say thank you very much to Motu Koitas, past, present, and of course, lest we forget them. Let's keep them always in our heart as we journey on into the future. I want to also say thank you to our pastor. Thank you, Mrs. Kintwa. Thank you, Tomas Susablomi. You come visited me Plalo Laguna, 2019. You typify the inner core of Pangu spirit. You do it for others, you do it for the country and not for yourself. And I want to convey our sympathies to the passing of your beloved husband. And thank you for sharing with us. Even in your own pain, you're able to outreach to your community, your church, and to us this morning. Me talk thank you. Looks how I stable you, because it may looks how long Papa God on top, number one. God stop, now you may get a stop. I'm through again. And so I just want to say thank you to Pastor and thank you to the God you worship, the God you've shared with us this morning, and the God we also worship today. Me like acknowledge him firstly and foremost, Deputy Party Leader, Deputy Parliamentary Party Leader, our Deputy Prime Minister. Thank you, you also come stop early. Now you hold him see a post, now me blogger come inside on our morning. But not just for today, you always are a strong presence in the rejuvenated Pangu Pati. Why don't you all join me in clapping people hand? Deputy Party Leader, believe me. Me like look saulo, Madam President. Pangu and me belong all mama and all papa too. Today, mama and boss me blah. Last week me belong all Canberra, me talking Australia Prime Minister and Ogana line. Me stop here, me got boss. Boss la house and Rachel staff, but boss la work and boss Mary come here meet also. So thank you, Madam President, for your continued leadership, your kind presence. I want to appreciate your leadership, our General Secretary, forever strong in the organization of our party, and all the council members, our two deputy presidents, our treasurer, all the council members, but not to forget our delegates from our provinces and our region of Bougainville. Thank you very much. Why don't members of parliament invite him handball this club? Well, okay, before number two president, Mr. Ilam, lead him line long East Britain come na. Well, okay, you know, all me Maski, you know, hold him title number two president, but you still stop here the same. Strambla party, now you come see now, lead him line long East Britain. And we saw him passing below you line long provinces. Party stop lo blood. Now you hold him stop yet because you believe long the vision belong Pangu at 15 June 1967. He come in up tete. And so thank you to us. All the executives from long provinces. You play you know stop lo work payroll. Me play member stop lo payroll, but you play no stop lo payroll. Now you play hold him yet flag long party. Long one of my you play stop come. Suppose me play all executives, na me play all parliamentary wing, you know, looks how you please that time Sunday day lotu play plus sampla you me out in Bell Cross na me talks. Me give him bell level. I'm right on God. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas. Long continued loyalty to the big picture and loyalty to the cause. I want to acknowledge also party executives of past. I see former President Bando here, Patrick Pando, and representing those who held the party before our present combined leadership. Since 1967, 15th of June, Ikami nap tete yiplo holim na mi passim on Bethan lo miplo line mi stop tete mi talk thank you lo line bli mi past all the holim party come including Bikla man bli mi also number 1 parliamentary leader say Paul Lapun behind number 2 parliamentary leader na father of country bli mi great grandchief say Michael Thomas Somare Ikam say Chris Habeta mi sinan also one bla living bridge belong past leadership, na tete leadership. Let me start fighting hand lawyer, please. Holding party in his time in the 90s as parliamentary leader of the party. Today he continues to be here to give advice and guide and shed his views on what life should be as we govern our country. Me looks our lamb. I want to also acknowledge our 4 regional leaders. You play staff. Regional leader belong NGI, regional leader belong Papua, regional leader belong Highlands, regional leader belong Yimi long Momase, and all members of parliament. Today you come give him full respect long convention belong Yimi long party. Me one bell straight lo yipla olgada yipla BC Mary na mantu in your own right na meet of big thank you lo yipla come. Giving respect long convention. Convention am legally required lo yimi sit down. Within the 2nd anniversary of the last national general election, a convention must have convened. And so consistent law requirement of constitution. I do not have knowledge of what happens in before myself and this leadership's time in office, but that's before. I was privileged to be part of NA before and PNC before, but I don't recall them having conventions like this. And I just want to say that I appreciate all of you for giving respect to our national convention, an important forum that sets and governs the way the party must operate going forward. Party must be bigger than the party leader. Party must be bigger than the party president. Party is bigger than any one of us. Party is organic. It must live on beyond our time. And today when we're here, we take blessings. Rather, we take directions from this convention to propel us into the balance of this term in office as we await the next convention that should take place 1 year before writs are issued for the next election. So I just want to appreciate all my brothers and my sister. Sister, congratulations on you for winning the North Bougainville seat. I want to appreciate you. You know, nothing against men, but I really like women in our midst. They add flavor and different dimension to the way things are debated, discussed, and progress. So to the people of North Bougainville and Bougainville, thank you for gifting us a strong woman leader who is a great contributor to our public policy discourse and discussions in the last 3 months she's been in office. So I just want to appreciate her presence, but thank all of you in the context. I also recognize the presence of Honourable Francis Alua, member for Karamui Solomane. Thank you for coming in and sitting at the back as an observer in our meeting. It gives us great warmth at heart knowing that not all is bad out there. Not all is bad out there. And thank you. You come in graciously into our presence. Pangu does not belong to only one region or one person. Pangu is a national institution that will outlive James Marape, and today's convention is all about Pangu outliving James Marape. I have enough experience with me, having worked with PPP, having worked with National Alliance, having worked with PNC, to see the downside of one person-led party that sinks the party. This meeting today is important to set the pace and direction so that every one of us feel involved as we go forward into the future. Today, New Guinea Islands, Pangu, we are 57% of entire New Guinea Islands is Pangu. Momase Pangu, 49% of entire parliament seats in Momase is held by Pangu, 41% rather. Papua, 48% of the seats in Papua is held by Pangu. Highlands, of the 43 seats, 44% is held by Pangu, 19 out of 43. Seats that we are evenly spread right across. Today, we have an opportune time as this generation of leaders to change the country like never before. And I want to appreciate all members of parliament as I speak, and I just seek the concurrence of the non-parliamentary convention members who are here, as I appreciate the members of parliament because they gave us, Pangu today, the basis to elevate all our policy conversations into action for service delivery and improvement of our country in our aspiration for development. So thank you all the members from parliament. We like acknowledging Mosem. Mipla winning election 33 pla. Mipla winning election, rather 39 Mipla winning election also. Pangu endorsed candidate. So this pla 39, you pla giving base. Out of the contest, and to give you all some background, both Ananit long WASP long organic law political party na integrated political party na candidates, 39 is the highest ever since 2002. And they've been winning 18 long 2002, and they've been winning around 21 or so long 2007. PNC been winning around 22, 23 long 2012. PNC been winning around 24, 25 or 26 long 2017. Yemi winning 39 seats long 2022. Me talk big thank you. Long party. Party executives, party supporters right throughout the country, and party faithfuls backside. Also, all Yambla holy microphone. Online making this work come up. Online long party office. Who said you stop? You playing part play you. Now 39 pla come. Backside is 39 pla. You mix him invitation, section 63 invitation, long forming government. So thank you, Thomas. Party will make him 39 pla win. But me like talk thank you, big pla through. Long Narpla. Today we are 52 in attendance lo here. 52. Suppose process Iran, Honourable Alua come inside by 53. Suppose process Iran, Assembly come inside by 54. Process Iran, Assembly more come by 55, 56. Number in a sort, number stop yet. But 52 is big enough. 52 in a current coalition of 92. Past time you mean 104, or Sambla Goya and Oligo Go, you mean now 92. So in a coalition of 92 members of parliament, Pangu holds 56% of current government. Current government. And me like talk big pla thank you Thomas. Long all this pla 13 pla extra only joining you mean a stop. Pangu, you know, put him nomination fee below you. Pangu, you know, buy him post up below you. You go campaign, na you come, me like make him pass them through, looks out, Lord, senior, songan blimi, say luto wenge, thank you, Lord, you start wanting to fight in big plan logan. And me talk, and me carry kanu logan come inside, na run one time big lagatoy blimi. And so me have mas loem, na me play stop, thank you. And me strong plan member belong PLP party, na me come inside. Me looks out along Honourable Don Pompolia. And me leader of the party. Leader of the party. Let me come inside, lose him that party, and come join me. Me talk thank you, Honourable Mas Narawak. Leader belong PNG Destiny Party. And we lose him, and come inside, and I talk. Big house stop, me come inside, you may walk on them. Ask thing, look at up in country, so you may walk on them. Me talk thank you, long leader also, Honourable Elias Kabore. Honourable Erman Tobaning Jr. Now all Narbla. May call him name, go, but time is short. Honourable Agama, every one of you who have joined us along the way, I just want to appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Honourable Benjamin Mulem, Man na cross one to me, but na go, but even sa cross them so stop. Because midla, it was a one side long time yet. Them come na stop inside. So please, the 39 Pangu and those you may see down here. Why don't we clap to those who've joined us along the way? And so with this combined number, we are 56% of current government coalition. 56%. That number means that we don't need any other numbers to hold government if we remain strong. And I want to appreciate our strong coalition partners in URP. The 11 remain solid as ever. I want to appreciate SDP Party. The 6 remain solid as ever. I want to appreciate People's Party, one of our traditional parties from Laguna to Lolowata, and remains our traditional partner today. The 4 remain solid as ever. I want to also appreciate the People's First Party, a sister party that we birthed. And before Governor Wenge and Party Blogan. Before that, Mibla talked to the election, Governor Wenge to give him along Minister Marape, and that party was there, part of our support system outreach to that party. Today they have 4 solid members in the context of number play. 4 is big, and so that 4 remains part of us. Of course, our traditional partner in National Alliance, and People's Movement for Change, Greens Party. I want to pay a special mention. The Honourable Richard Marape, leader of Greens Party, had made an announcement in Popondetta that he will also park his party and join us also into Pangu Pati. And so with all this, I just want to say thank you for your continued big presence in present-day Pangu. But being in government, what is the essence of being in government as I wind down my speech, having acknowledged all of you? Why you may stop long government? You all brothers who are outside, Kisimpe, you plus stop provinces, you come inside. Suppose you stop finding money, miss out some, you don't have stop yet, Lord Slap. Because last 4 years, people stop. People are not giving you money. But you stop last 4 years or so. You stop before yet, and Pangu stop blood. Now you stop yet. You stop because of money, you stop because Papua New Guinea must stop united yet. That's the reason why party am born. Before long 1960s, early 1970s, you may got talked about independence of Bougainville been sanapinis. You may got talked about Matugan Association of Eastern Britain been stopped. You may got talked about Papua Besana been stopped. You may have been divided into Papua and New Guinea stopped upside West Papua. But this party came together. The fathers who ran before us came together and united our country together. You may fight him handle this plan. Let us not take the past for granted. As me talked about last Thursday in Canberra, I'm not clear whether you are thinking about some of the punchlines I used. One blood talked to me talk all Papa Blo before all plan him DYA. Say it blogan him is now kissing Winstop. Say it blogan him is now kissing Winstop. You may must now time limit to plan him DY. So that say it this like DY you may plan him too. 49 years from today. 40 years from today. Or if not 20 years from today, our children are living under the shade of the trees we too must plant. Today we have 49 years of experience. We know the upsides and we know the downsides. Whatever system of government that governs us today, we know the strengths and weaknesses. When the fathers of us, the pioneers of Pangu, birthed this country, all in all got deep experience. They had no deep experience. They were young men in their own rights, dreaming for a free, independent sovereignty. They did it. Now, 49 years on, you may now get this responsibility now. Pangu is not PNC. Pangu is not PPP. Pangu is not all the other parties that arrived lately. Pangu is Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea is Pangu. Am I right? You have to feel this. You have to know the difference why you are here. They bettered this country, and we have a purpose to ensure that their aspirations is not wasted, but a construct of a collective effort builds our country for the better. If you do not catch this vision, as I was sharing with you leaders last night, then we're in the wrong place doing the wrong thing. Find in your inner core, in your heart somewhere, the goodwill to contribute to the cause of this country. Never before. We had Pangu from 1967, formation, Pangu self-government 1968, Pangu self-government rather, December 1st, 1973, Pangu independence 75. We lost government 1980. We came back second time around 1982. We lost government 1985. We came back 1988. We lost government 1992. Since then, we've been minor players along the way until, by God's grace, we came back as a force in 2019. Let's not waste this moment. Let's not waste these moments, my sisters and brothers. Whether you're elected into office or you're not elected, all of us together, we all have a role to play in this one. What is the country you want to retire into? What is the country your casket will be carried off from Port Moresby into the final resting place? Is it a good travel back to the resting place? Or is it a worse place from where we are today? I want to propose to you, the next 20 years coming up is very critical for our country. The next 20 years coming up is very critical for our country. If we don't do it well the next 20 years, we would have contributed to the destruction of our own country. All of you, all of us, elected or non-elected, wherever you are placed in your own leadership space, find deep in your heart the goodness that God has planted in you to contribute to the betterment of our country. Today you go to South Korea. The older generation in South Korea are given first-class treatment all the time. You know why? They built South Korea up. Do your research. 1953, South Korea was the poorest on planet Earth. 1953. Their per income capita was $67. Per income capita was $67. The poorest. They were even ranked behind Somalia and North Korea. In a space of 70 years, they moved from the poorest nation on planet Earth to the 11th biggest economy, soon to be 9th biggest economy within this decade. A space of 70 years. You do your own research further. They're not bigger than our own Western province. Western province is 98,000 square kilometers of land. South Korea is 102,000 square kilometers of land. Western province, you got Oktari, you got Gutblawara, you got Gutbla fish, you got Gutbla forest, 365 days a year for agriculture and every other business. They have only 9 months of productivity because winter is up. No got Gutbla ground for agriculture. Yet, they were able to move from absolute poverty to absolute richness in a period of 70 years. Seniors, and every one of you here in this convention. This convention is not about making up the numbers, feeling good, and us moving on and not thinking about PNG. This convention is about us thinking about PNG. In the middle of the noises, as every noise does happen in our country, I want you all to shut down the noises, pick what is relevant for the enrichment of our own leaderships, and find in your heart the right thing to do for our country. You mean now God giving me leadership space now, yeah? You don't have to become prime minister to do the job. As ministers, you already have the job. As governors, you already have the job. As members of parliament, you already have the job. That job that you already have, you must do. Today is Sunday, so I don't intend to share some pastor base, but you people are clear long story, long parables. Some God gives 5. Some God gives 2. Some God gives 1. God, give more than one kind. The guy that written 5, written 5. The guy that was given 2, written 2. The guy that was given 1, written nothing. The parable is all about commitment to what you have before you. One time you got finished, make him. Not going to talk me like make him not more time. You Work where start finish lo you know work him yet. God give him work finish ya. Member you all him ya, chairman of district lo you. Governor you all him ya, leader of province lo you. Ministry you all him ya, leader of sector lo you. You know, this is a parable. The sad thing is that that guy that received the one was pronounced the cursed. I mean, making work na big man in talent blog and give na. Everything work blog and lick. Oh, blow me lick and I'm asking me not making work. Maybe I'm looking work on me like making slow work. I want us today in this conversation to talk about the structure of the party that must live beyond James Marape. I want us today to talk about the policies of the party that must live beyond the current conversations. And I want us to really focus on the big picture instead of the small picture. Next 20 years, we want Pangu to be in office. Is that okay? At least minimum. We're not here to play politics. We're not here to monkey around. Next 20 years, Pangu must live on. In the next 20 years, Pangu would have produced a couple of parliamentary leaders. In the next 20 years, Pangu must have produced presidents beyond Erega Singin and Maurice Tababai and all of us. In the next 20 years, Pangu must be living and operating in a developed country that we have shaped and created. Who says no, as the Marape says? Asa Sumba, we can do it. We can do it. If leaders from South Korea could have done from absolutely nothing, no oil, no gas, no hydroelectricity base, absolute nothing, from poverty to richness in 70 years. If you are not thinking like this and believe that our country can be super rich, then you and me are in the wrong place. We're wasting time. Tourism potential stop here, agriculture potential stop here, mining and petroleum. Sorry, one minister last time Tasso resigned, but I brought him across from opposition to be minister to deliver the production sharing regime. The longest serving petroleum minister in our country, he was maybe waiting to be prime minister to deliver this law. But as minister, he never delivered this law. The reason why he was recruited. You don't have to wait to be prime minister to do what you have to do. Brothers and my sister, the buck stops with us leadership. If you all feel that James Marape is not doing well, find someone better than James Marape. Simple as that. The country is bigger than one person. Let's talk about our structure. Let's talk about the systems that is delivering services to our people. Today, provincial government system is broken down. The central government system seems so aloof and too high. Planning doing its own thing, Treasury doing its own thing, Prime Minister's Department doing its own thing, Parliament doing their own thing, court system not responding to the need of the economy in our society. But who said fix him now? You missed up here. This convention must drive and give blessing to the party council to work on key fundamental issues that will change our country. If we are here focused about the next election, I am not in this. We must focus about the next generation. Leaders from South Korea, change in South Korea. Leaders from Singapore, change in Singapore. Leaders from Malaysia, change in Malaysia. Yet you may play mumble stuff. If the Australians can respond to PNG today, if the Chinese can respond to PNG today, if US can respond to PNG today, if Israel can respond to PNG today, if the world can respond to PNG today, are you responding to PNG yourself? When I went home or to my room after delivering that speech in Australia and felt the response from Australians, my heart was not happy but sad. You know why I was sad? I was sad because I felt that my country is not ready to rise up. That is my biggest sadness. My country is not ready to rise up. And I want to ask my Pangu today, forget about my country and those outside of this room. 52 of us is 57%, 56% of current government. 52 of us, and I want to say thank you to my first-time MPs since 2019, the generation of Dr. Kobe Bomario, the generation of the Honourable Sally Waipo, the generation of Honourable Windaki, the generation of Honourable Henry Amuli. They profited ministry in 2020, said, Prime Minister, party leader, you give ministry to others, we are here to work. That spirit must be born by every one of us. It is not about ministry, but about work. It is not about prime ministership, but about work. It is not about winning 2027, but about work. It is not the length of time you're in office, but the quality of intervention you must make when you're in office. Make it count to your people. Golala must sign, Gumini must sign, Liga must sign, Oburu Wanderer must sign, Middle Fly must sign, Delta Fly must sign, Minima must sign, all of us. If the Pangu districts and provinces are signing today, you and me have achieved something because we have more today. We have transformed and rolled 50% of the country. And I want to leave this opening remarks by asking us, let's look deep within. Let's look in the inner core. As we look, let's find what has gone wrong the last 49 years. Let's fix the systems that should carry effective service delivery to our people, including provincial government systems, differentiating between DDA and provinces, our central government agencies, our constitutional offices, our courthouse and our parliament system. Let's fix law and order. Let's grow our economy. The Take Back PNG conversation must run, leaving no place behind. I believe we can be the richest black Christian nation. It is in my heart. I believe in that. All right? Let's all believe in that. Let's not play mumble. Let's look deep within. We're not here to win 27. I will help us to win 27, by the way. My percentage is at 84%. In 2022, I won 84% of my sitting MPs. You look into history, others have won below 50%. I won 84%. I will win. We will work to win for 2027. But if we had not done any work to win 2027 again, then I am ashamed. Then I am ashamed. I want to ask us, this convention is not about filling the numbers. There is no vote of no confidence coming. Number is in the room. Let's not talk about vote of no confidence. Let's not talk about other things. Let's talk about how you and me, with the work we already have, can make it matter in your districts, in your province, and in your ministry, and for me as your chief servant, to shepherd all of us together. May God bless this convention. May God bless each and every one of you, all brothers who sabla mi blakam bless. People wuro la iblo kada also people manusa talk. May hamas la iblo kada kam. Sorry osem by imi ino sa bung planet but please members of parliament interface with them. All in a stable payroll. Or like in Papua New Guinea, a party, only come. Mix them, find time with them, give respect. Today we hope to socialize better. And the party administration will ensure that you are here for the next few days until we disband later in the week. But thank you, really sincerely appreciate all of you. It is in my heart, deep in my heart, that I wish all of us to find the goodness deep in you to contribute to bettering our country at this time when our country needs leadership and servanthood the most. Thank you very much. God bless.